freshmen would like, a topic that they would like, and then we just have a little vote because there's a committee members, and usually there's 3 books we read, and we make a decision. We vote on it, and whatever wins is the one that we get.
So which kind of book is your be?
What kind of books we choose?
Yeah.
Well, so far we've always chosen nonfiction, and they've only once we chose something where it was more like essays or short story type things. There are like 9 of them in there. Most of the time it's just one complete book, and I guess we've covered. I'm trying to think what kind of topics. Things like medical ethics, racial issues. We had something about something called garbology, so it was about recycling and just generally environmental topics. And
the school did the same thing in the past, like choose a book for a student to read.
Yeah, we've done the one book at university since about 2012, so we've done several of them so far, and so now we're just waiting to see if we're going to continue doing it. Because we need to start, if we want something for like the fall, we need to really for next fall. Then we really need to start gathering some ideas, because they usually will. Sometimes they'll buy all the books for the students, and I guess there were some years when the students had to buy the books. But we always have some in the library, a few copies, so in case students can't get them or they come to class or school without the book with them, they can always read it in the library.
Do you like those books?
Huh?
They like this book?
Do I?
The student like those books?
It's mixed reviews on it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And I suppose it depends on the teacher too, who's teaching the freshman experience class. How if they like it well enough, the students will like it if the teacher likes it. So it's some of them it's different. Each year it's different.
Can you tell me some of your great memory in this campus?
Well, mainly, trying to think. I guess everything I've said. I like the judging of the research and the one book one university. I even judged a story slam that was based on something in the areas called Books to Bridge the Region, and they choose I guess 3 kinds of books: adult, more of a younger 4th, 5th grade, and then picture books. And they had a speaker come for I think the adult book, and so he did like a story slam, and so I was one of the judges for that too. So and just a lot of the events that I've gone to are memorable. Because they'll get speakers. I guess Ralph Nader came and he had some books, and he says he wanted to give it to the library. So I went up to him afterwards and says, "Well, I'm a librarian," and he believed me, so he gave me the books. So I took him to the library.
So did you still remember student or like another like teacher in school that you still remember?
It's a student that we taught.
No, just in your memory, like you still remember those people in the past.
But do you mean people who are either students or work or employees?
Work here, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I remember someone. I think he was a student here. He's a long time ago. He said that when he gets a millionaire, he'll give some money to the library. So I don't know if he ever did or not. So so that was kind of interesting. And yeah, there must be some students that I remember if I really think about it. So sometimes it's just a fleeting memory. I don't remember the details too much, but
is there any interesting story about your work in the library?
Oh, let's see. Something like this. I have to really think about it. I can't. Things don't come up to my brain that fast. So I suppose there must be some.
So is there any point that push you come here every day to do the job at the university?
Yeah. Well, it's just I just enjoy everything about it. Also, my coworkers. I enjoy working with my coworkers. It's in the past. There's been some that get along more with others, but I think the current group that we have now is very good. We kind of work all together. In fact, we go out after work, which we really never did that in the past. There's a group of us that will go out to restaurants and things like that. So
I even can't imagine like you see how the time passed in this campus and you become one part of this history of this school. So it's an amazing sense to saw those change in one place.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right. And there's some professors like when I was a freshman here, they were one of my first professors, and they're still working here.
Wow.
And so that's kind of neat. Not too many anymore, but there are some.
So can you tell me some detail about those professors who still work here, and it was your professor?
Yeah, Saul Lerner was the one. I don't know if you ever had him. He teaches history. So, so he's still here. In fact, he helps. He puts in a lot of suggestions for the One Book One University too. So I'm not sure if we ever chose something he made a suggestion for. Because a lot of times we have anonymous suggestions and all that. So but yeah, I remember him, and so it's kind of interesting to think that he was one of my first professors and he's still here. So I know another one was Charles Tinka, but he passed away a few years ago. But he was one of my first professors, and he had been here a long time too. So
what's the class look like in the past when you came to school?
It was just table. I mean, those little seats with the little partitions so you could write your notes.
Mm-hmm.
So again, when I started, there was no technology at all, and it's just a lecturing, professor lecturing. But and again, it's just like any other type of a lecture. Some speakers are more interesting than others and all that. And so we had one Professor Van Orman. He would always lecture, and his tests were, to me, pretty easy. And then for the final, he ran out of time to lecture. So he says, well, there'll be questions on here about things that you just have to read and not hear my lecture. And the parts that we had to read, that part of the test was much harder than when he spoke. He just it was easy to remember things when he spoke. So it was kind of neat.
So did you remember any classmate at that time?
I remember.